Many dog owners notice that dogs behave differently around certain people. A dog may appear calm and cooperative with one individual while becoming pushy, excited, or restless around another. At first, this behavior can seem mysterious. Some people describe it as dogs sensing weakness, but dog psychology suggests a different explanation. Dogs constantly read human behavior through body language rather than words. They observe posture, movement, breathing patterns, and emotional tension. Unlike humans, dogs rely heavily on these physical signals to understand social situations. Because of this, they often detect emotional shifts before people realize those shifts exist. When a person feels uncertain or nervous, small physical changes appear in the body. Shoulders may tighten, movements may become faster, and posture may become less stable. Dogs are extremely sensitive to these subtle differences. What humans barely notice can appear very obvious to a dog. Over thousands of years, dogs evolved alongside humans. During this time, they developed remarkable abilities to interpret human behavior. Dogs that could read human signals accurately were better companions and partners. This ability helped them survive within human environments. Modern dogs still possess this powerful observational skill. They constantly evaluate the emotional atmosphere around them. When a person behaves calmly and predictably, dogs tend to relax. Predictability creates a stable environment. When signals appear uncertain, dogs may become more curious or energetic. Observation replaces automatic cooperation. This reaction is often misunderstood as sensing weakness. In reality, the dog is simply responding to signals that appear less predictable. Predictability plays a central role in canine psychology. Dogs prefer environments where behavior follows clear patterns. Clear patterns make the social world easier for the dog to understand. When the world feels understandable, dogs relax. When signals become inconsistent, dogs begin observing more carefully. Careful observation helps them decide how to respond. In this way, dogs are constantly learning about the people around them. Every interaction provides information. Movement patterns strongly influence how dogs interpret people. Calm and steady movement usually communicates confidence. Sudden or hesitant movement can create uncertainty. Dogs often respond by watching more closely. Observation allows the dog to gather information before reacting. Dogs rarely respond without first interpreting the situation. Sometimes this observation leads to exploratory behavior. The dog may approach or test small boundaries. These small tests help the dog understand how the person reacts. Dogs learn quickly from feedback. When a person responds calmly, the dog usually relaxes. Calm responses signal stability. If reactions appear nervous or inconsistent, the dog may become more excited. The dog is still gathering information. Dogs constantly evaluate how people react to them. Each reaction becomes part of the dog's understanding. Over time, dogs develop expectations about individuals. These expectations shape their behavior. Consistent responses create predictable relationships. Predictable relationships feel safe for dogs. Tone of voice also plays a powerful role in canine perception. Dogs respond strongly to vocal patterns. Even when dogs do not understand the words, they interpret emotional tone. Tone reveals intention. A calm and steady voice communicates clarity. Clear communication encourages cooperation. An uncertain tone can signal emotional tension. Dogs often react to this change quickly. This sensitivity developed through long cooperation with humans. Dogs evolved to recognize vocal cues. For example, a confident instruction usually produces immediate response. A hesitant instruction may produce slower cooperation. Dogs are not judging the person. They are interpreting signals. Clear signals simplify the interaction. Unclear signals create confusion. When confusion appears, dogs become more attentive. They begin observing carefully. Observation helps the dog determine how to behave next. This process happens constantly. Dogs also evaluate emotional energy during interaction. Calm individuals often create a relaxed atmosphere. Relaxed environments encourage calm dog behavior. Dogs mirror the emotional tone around them. When emotional tension increases, dogs often become more alert. Alertness can appear as excitement. This excitement may look like the dog sensing weakness. In reality, the dog is responding to emotional signals. Dogs rely heavily on these signals to interpret situations. Emotional cues guide their behavior. Through repeated experience, dogs learn which individuals remain calm. These individuals become easier to follow. Stability becomes the foundation of trust. Dogs trust people whose behavior feels predictable. Predictable individuals often receive more cooperation from dogs. The relationship becomes smoother. Dogs naturally gravitate toward stability. Stability reduces uncertainty. Dogs also learn through repeated interaction with specific individuals. Each experience teaches the dog something new. Over time, dogs form expectations about how people behave. These expectations guide future interactions. Some individuals interact with dogs in consistent ways. Consistency helps the dog understand what to expect. Other individuals behave differently depending on mood. Changing behavior creates uncertainty. Dogs quickly recognize these patterns. They adjust accordingly. Observation allows dogs to study these differences. Careful observation helps them decide how to respond. Dogs constantly study their environment. Social learning happens every day. The dog remembers which individuals respond calmly. Calm responses become reassuring signals. Predictable interaction builds stronger relationships. Dogs feel comfortable with people they understand. Understanding reduces the need for testing. The dog already knows how the interaction will unfold. Dogs also learn which behaviors create certain reactions. If a behavior produces excitement, the dog may repeat it. This process is simple learning through experience. Dogs naturally explore cause and effect. Dogs experiment with their behavior to understand people. Each response teaches the dog something new. When calm responses appear consistently, the dog learns quickly. Testing becomes unnecessary. Clear communication simplifies the relationship. Simplicity helps dogs relax. Over time, dogs prefer individuals who respond predictably. Predictability becomes comforting. Comfort strengthens attachment between dog and human. The dog enjoys stable relationships. Dogs also remember emotional patterns. Positive interaction builds trust. Trust encourages cooperation. Cooperative dogs appear calmer. Stable relationships allow dogs to relax completely. Relaxation is a sign of trust. The idea that dogs sense weakness often comes from misunderstanding canine perception. Dogs are not evaluating strength or character. Instead, they interpret patterns of behavior and emotional signals. These signals help them understand how the environment works. Dogs naturally gravitate toward individuals whose behavior feels predictable. Predictability creates security. Security allows dogs to relax within the relationship. Relaxed dogs respond more easily. Dogs do not require perfection from humans. They simply respond to signals they can understand. When signals remain clear and consistent, the dog feels confident. Confidence reduces the need for testing. Understanding this process helps owners interpret behavior more accurately. Many mysterious behaviors have simple explanations. Dogs are remarkable observers of human behavior. They constantly interpret the social world around them. Their ability to read subtle signals is one reason they bond so strongly with humans. Few animals understand human behavior as well. When a dog responds calmly to someone, it often reflects trust. Trust grows from stability. Stability strengthens the relationship. Strong relationships create loyal dogs. In dog psychology, trust is the foundation of every meaningful bond. And that bond grows through consistent behavior.